All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sahni, and joining me today is the next WBO mandatory world heavyweight title challenger. He is unbeaten. He's got a chin made of iron. It is the juggernaut, Joe Joyce. How are you, mate? Look at that. Look at that chin.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Thing is, mate, you've actually got power as well. So when you're doing that, like, what happens? Because does it cancel itself out? Do you hurt yourself? What happens?
I had my first jobber. Jabber.
The juggernaut rocked. So yeah, look, I mean, Joshua versus Usyk. It just happened on Saturday night. You're in the mix. You're, next in line. I've seen your posters go up on your social. Just want to talk to you about the fight. What did you think?
Well, so starting off, like I thought I saw as soon as this fight started, Usyk was knew exactly what he was doing, and he went straight to work. There's no kind of warm up period where he normally takes a couple of rounds to kind of get the timing and everything sorted out. So he's just he went straight in there, and his head movement and using his feet and stuff, and come at different angles. So it started off faster than I thought, and then so Joshua's tactics, he seemed very clean and what's the word? Orthodox, but he's kind of he's very disciplined in his style and his form, and he tried to box it with Usyk. He wasn't gonna go and brawl and stuff like that. So me personally, I thought he would have tried to box the bigger man, and put some pressure on him and lean on him, hit him on the arms, on the head, on the freaking everywhere. But he seemed to be very disciplined in his form. But I don't think that kind of worked against Usyk, because Usyk could kind of already knows AJ. He must have been preparing for him for a long time, and just seemed to just go to work, and just won, didn't he? He had the better game plan and executed it on the night.
I mean, were you surprised? The thing that you've mentioned there is basically he tried to box a master boxer, right? And he's the guy who's bigger, he's stronger, he's got the power. It felt like a surprising tactic. Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought how I saw it going, if it, at first was, so it'd take a while. Usyk would take a while to warm up. There probably wouldn't have been many exchanges, but I thought maybe Joshua might have been slapped on the back by one of the coaches, and then just come walking forward, throwing bombs at cook shut, cutting the corners or cutting the ring off, and walking him down and throwing some big bombs. But I didn't see that on the night. So because I could gave, I could see how each of them could have won the fight and what their tactics would have been in, but yeah, I think it just needs to be reviewed again, and I imagine going to have the rematch.
It looks like it. It looks like that's what Joshua's going to pursue. Obviously, they've put the rematch clause in place for a reason, in case the disaster did happen. But yeah, everything's pointed towards the rematch. Talk to me about the tactics then. There's been a few things said out there that maybe there's too many voices in Anthony Joshua's corner. There's too many conflicting kind of styles, and he's hearing all different things, and he doesn't quite know what to do. What do you make of it all?
Yeah, it's like that saying about too many chefs, and that maybe they haven't got it quite right, the recipe, and putting too much chili in, or too much cilantro, or coriander, whatever you call it. And I don't know, something's not ready. He's not got the result, but then you can obviously go back to the drawing board and come back again, so you can get him the second time.
But can he get him the second time? Obviously, it sounds like he's going to get him in the ring. It feels like the whole world knows what he's got to do in order to win this fight, but the whole world knew that the first time as well. So can he do it?
Well, he shows he can, come back like he did against Ruiz too, and box the fight that he should have boxed in the first one. So I guess he can do that. But I stuck to my guns, and I said that I thought Joshua would have done it, but Usyk, like at the same time, I knew how Usyk could win, and he did it. So
Oh, he did it indeed.
there
Look,
we go.
another one of the comments around all of this was that he was too like happy on his ring walk. He was like, kissing people in the audience and
Yeah,
high fives and whatnot. And I don't know what to make of that. And also at the weigh-in itself, they were like they were friendly. But I've seen you've been friendly
yeah,
before, like Bryant Jennings. You had a little move about kind of thing. So does it make a difference
yeah.
being a bit too friendly with your opponent?
Yeah, I think your eye has to just be on the prize because, it's fair enough. Like, okay, you can spot a few people coming through, but I think it like if you get too much on like the ring walk and the display, and you're like thinking about the crowd and stuff, you're not actually focused on like who you're actually going to fight someone and someone's going to try and take your head off. So I guess it just comes from experience and maybe just got I don't know. Yeah, so that's something that you can think about.
What about you then? I saw the post go up across your social media. Joyce, Usyk, next in line. You are the next WBO mandatory. It could well be yourself in with Oleksandr Usyk again at some point soon. Were you
Yeah,
watching that fight and thinking, I'd do this, I'd do that? Why is he not doing this? Why is he not doing that?
definitely that's exactly what I was doing. Like watching the fight and seeing where what the mistakes were made and what he was doing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it again because I didn't get there unfortunately, so I had to watch it at some Irish bar.
All right. And any good crack?
Yeah, good crowd there. But like I couldn't really hear the undercrowd properly because they had the music on and that. But it's not till the main event then I could hear everything going on.
Right, gotcha. But yeah, look, obviously you've got like similar dimensions to Joshua. Yeah, both what 6'6", 6'7". Yeah, you're huge guys. Um, so how would you box Oleksandr Usyk, having seen what he's like against a big guy, and of course having shared the ring with him before when you'd only just really started?
Yeah, well, that first fight I had with him was it was a good fight. I enjoyed it, and throwing plenty of shots and managed to land a few, reddened up his face, and he's coming back with some. He's a lot more skillful than me, but I wanted to win, and I did my best to try and get the victory, but it wasn't enough on that occasion. But I think maybe if that fight went on longer, then I'd have probably started coming on top towards the end. So perhaps I would just do the similar kind of thing, but with like more knowledge and experience.
Do you think one of the differences between yourself and Joshua against someone like Usyk is maybe the confidence that you've got in your chin, in your durability? You've taken some big shots off some big guys. We've not seen you hurt. So you must feel, if you're facing someone who's come up from cruiserweight, you must be pretty confident that you can take his best.
Yeah, I would be going in there definitely, but it's like, but then there's a technical element where it's more of like a mental battle than a physical one, where you got to read the opponent what they're going to do and react and counter with your own stuff. So it'd be a difficult fight because he's southpaw and he's phenomenal southpaw. He's like Pout is like fucking one, excuse my French, won all the titles at cruiserweights, come up, and now he's got nearly got all of them, and it's like in one fell swoop. So yeah, you'd have to have every box ticks going in there.
So put very simply, Joe, what would you do differently to Anthony Joshua against Oleksandr Usyk?
Punch him in the throat. No, I'm joking. Just put more shots together, rough him up. I'll be boxing like on the inside. I'll be cutting the ring off, and but obviously, when you're in the fight and the match, when it starts, then you can kind of read your opponent and see what he's going to do, and then it's just you have to be able to adapt in the ring. If something's not working, plan A's not working, you've got to do B, C, D, whatever. So you've got to have have to have multiple game plans. And obviously, I've got the best tactician in Ismail Salas lead me through, and alongside Steve and the team. So I think I'll be in a good place when finally I'll get my chance.
Is this something you're relishing? Because like you're in that position now, right? It's whether it's him, whether it's Joshua, whether it's a vacant title that sort of becomes available, you're gonna get your shot. You keep winning. Is it something that's on your mind?
Yeah, and it's so exciting because you don't know what's going to happen. Like there's the Fury Wilder Part 3 coming up as well. What's going to happen there? And it certainly makes it interesting. And there's some rematches, and I don't know, but I'm gonna do what I came here to do, and that's be world champion. So whenever that happens, then I will become one.
Another name that you've been linked to in recent weeks has been Joseph Parker. Obviously, he's going to fight Derek Chisora now. They've got their rematch coming up. But I keep seeing your name still linked, Joe versus Joe. Are you hearing much kind of noise about this as maybe a fight for next year and a fight? Who knows? There could be a big title on the line for that.
Yeah, there's plenty of options, I think. And if Joseph Parker wants to go, then I'm here.
How do you see that fight playing out?
It's a tricky one. He's depends what kind of Joe he's going to come out. If he's going to be more, because he's very good technically, and he can work on. He can box on the inside, got good footwork, and can slip punches. And yeah, he's a great fighter. So it'd be a tricky one, but I think sooner or later I'll end up wearing him down, and hopefully hitting him with a big shot or a bunch of big shots.
That's usually the way, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Clobbering time.
Boom, boom. But he's a great fighter. I guess you're going to try and make him look like an average Joe, huh?
Yeah.
There you go. Before I let you go, new deal with Frank. You've extended your stay with Queensberry. Talk us through that.
I have. Yeah. So it was, the options on the table is, it's a no-brainer to stay on with Frank. He's he's so experienced in the game, and with his sons as well, and the whole Queensberry team. I think is a good place to be, and especially for the career path that I'm going and the route that I'm taking. It's all mapped out really nicely, and I think I'm in the best place to get to where I want to go.
We think so too, Joe. We think so too.
Excellent.
Tell me, so when are we going to see you again?
You tell me.
Right, yeah.
What's your insight?
Frank.
What's the insight?
I'll ask Frank.
On the blower.
I'm asking him every day. I'm like, when am I going to see Joe Joyce knock some man out? But I haven't heard. I was hoping you had.
I should have asked him at Arsenal.
Should have
done.
Was
it yesterday?
Yeah. But we move. Get him next time.
But I know I'm boxing before the year's out anyway.
Okay.
Before Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, that's good. And we're looking forward to it. Anything you want to add for everyone watching at home from the next WBO mandatory challenger, Joe Joyce? What's your message?
And the new heavyweight champion of the world.
There it is.
Coming to a theatre near you.
Yes, Joe. Love it. Look, I'm sure I've kept you for too long already. You've got zombies to kill and whatnot, and I can see you're in your games room.
Speak to the aliens.
Yeah, mate. Go sort them out. Don't let me keep you.
That's what my mom said. Who are you speaking to? The aliens.
Next best thing. It's Dev Sahni. Listen, Joe. Till next time. Thank you for joining me on the Lowdown, and I'll speak to you soon.
Take care.
Cheers, mate.